Welcome back to another 10-Minute Tuesday, and we have my brother Micah Ness with us this week, and we are going to draft our favorite ways to make different wild games, and we all kind of have different wild games that we like to eat and that we shoot during the year, so I think you're going to get some good variety. So let's get it going. So you pick one, then I pick one, then Joey, then Carter.
Okay.
We just go in order.
I'll sit out for this one. I don't shoot enough.
All right.
I don't shoot enough to cook enough, so.
Okay.
Well, you look like you're cooking
All right, Micah, you start.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep it
start it
close.
off.
I'm going to keep it close to home here.
All right.
One of my top dishes. Does it have to be in my number one, or does it? Can it?
Go ahead.
You want to draft your best one first so that other people don't draft it.
Okay.
But
Mallard breast, cast iron.
That's it.
that's it.
Just throw it in a
did I
cast
just
iron.
tell the
That's
whole
all you
recipe?
did, huh?
That's the tell the whole recipe.
Yeah, give us the
Okay.
recipe.
Well, yeah, obviously.
just
What do you think people at
some
home are like?
butter,
Oh, that's what he
some
does.
butter, garlic, rosemary. You heat up the pan. You sear it in the pan, and you baste it the entire time.
Yep.
About 2.5 minutes on each side.
So you steak it.
You steak
Steak.
it. You steak it cast iron. Yep. Rosemary, butter, garlic. Baste it. Cook it. Cook it at I like a medium rare, maybe just a little bit under, but I'm a medium rare guy.
Yeah, big time.
And,
Big time.
And you just cut it in strips, and that's just money.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Just going classic.
Classic.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm probably out on that.
Okay.
I mean,
it's
I would
so
eat
good.
it, but
It's so good.
yeah, I've had it, obviously. All right, I'll go number one, duck tenderloin crostini. Judy taught me this one. It is the best. Isn't it the best?
No, it's not the best.
It's so good.
It's really good, though.
So you take baguette bread and you cut it into slices, and then you toast it, and you cook your duck. You cut your duck into small pieces, and you saute it in a pan. A little bit of sauteed onion,
Some shallots.
some shallots.
Shallots.
Not onions.
Shallots are probably better with it, but yeah, onions will work in a pinch. And then the duck, a little bit of orange duck sauce. Put it on you take your bread, a little bit of goat cheese, piece of duck, a little bit of onion, a little drizzle of orange duck sauce. Money.
Okay.
And if you don't have goat cheese, because not everyone has a Trader Joe's or a
Right.
Bingo.
whatever, you can use cream cheese.
Okay.
Also just as good.
Really good.
But
Not
goat-
as good as goat cheese.
Goat
but
cheese is on another level.
yeah, like
Big
garlic goat
guy?
cheese.
Yeah, I like goat cheese.
Oh,
I don't
dude.
have it a lot.
Well, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Goat
But-
cheese pizza.
God alive. I will just eat that entire tube.
Dang.
Yeah, it is good.
See, this is a good one.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
What you got, Joe?
I'm gonna go with an old classic. I actually haven't cooked in a long time. It's really good for goose, because goose, in my opinion, is just so hard to cook properly. It's more tough and everything. So you take a full goose breast and you cut it. So if your goose breast is laying like this, you cut it the long way. You cut it pretty decently deep, and
Butterfly
you
it?
stick. Yeah, butterfly. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
I'm an idiot. You butterfly it, and you put your favorite jam, jelly, cream cheese, whatever you want. And then when you put that on the grill, you stuff it with a piece of bacon to keep it from falling out as it cooks. You can put a couple toothpicks in if you want it. But yeah, you stick a piece of bacon in there to keep it in there, because otherwise it'll just fall off into the grill, and then it just tastes like goose breast with a little bit of strawberry jam.
Yeah.
But I've had apricot, Concord grape jelly. I've had strawberry
High
jam.
heat, or is it a low?
No, it's you
Slow.
and then you just cook it. You just cook it.
Hmm.
I've never done low and slow. I've always done high heat.
Give it Traeger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But I've never done low and slow doing this
Mhm.
recipe, and learned it from some guys from Kentucky that I grew up with, and they were just it's like, Joey,
Jelly.
you got to do it like this.
Huh.
Goose tastes like shit, and this is the best way to do it. Sounds
really
good, man.
Sounds really good.
And it is incredible. Probably the best one I ever had, though, was apricot jam. Oh, my God. I didn't know apricot
good, huh?
tasted like, oh, wow.
I don't love apricot that much.
Well, it's just when it goes into the meat, because apricot is so sweet, and then you have, like, the meat.
Yeah.
You cook it to medium rare.
Yeah.
You just cut it into strips, and then you can put a little bit more on the breast after you cook it. So good. But the jam, the sugar goes into the meat.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it sounds
So good,
sounds
dude.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I'll have to try that.
I can't imagine how healthy it is for you.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
it's a lot of work.
Every time I hear someone say apricot or anything about apricot, all I can think of is that Office episode where Michael Scott says, apricot made of real apes. Looking for a snack at a wedding? All right. Sick. Micah, go number 2. What's your number 2? Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
going to switch up a little bit.
Yeah.
Switch species.
Switch it up.
We're going with a beautiful Stalker rainbow from a lake.
Mm.
Okay. You're out camping. Go catch a few Stalker rainbows in the lake, in the river. Gut them. Leave everything else on. Butter, lemon, garlic. Wrap it in tinfoil. Throw it on the campfire. Pick it up in 20 minutes.
Absolutely fire.
Unreal.
Yeah.
The easy as that.
Unreal.
Pulling off the bone.
Yeah.
So switching up. Going for the rainbow trout. Stalker red. Rocky Mountain ruby red rainbow trout.
Rocky Mountain ruby red rainbow trout.
Rocky Mountain ruby red rainbow trout. There's some steakhouses out there, and that's what they put on the menu. But also,
They say that
also,
Rocky Mountain ruby red
I have
rainbow trout.
a huge amount of disrespect towards people that go to a steakhouse and buy a trout. I just cannot stand it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a
Rocky Mountain ruby red rainbow trout.
Yeah. Trout's
Unique
really good.
New York. Unique New York.
Good thing you
Sally
practiced.
sells seashells by the seashore.
Good thing you practiced before
Yeah.
we started.
For sure.
All right. I'm going to do something that I also haven't done in a while, but that I really liked was duck breakfast sausage. So take your breakfast out, your duck meat, and it's getting mixed with pork. Some people mix it with beef fat. I just think pork fat is so much better. Beef fat is good. I've had some duck with beef fat mix. I know you do that, Joe.
I don't put pork in my duck and goose
Yeah.
anymore. I only use 30% beef instead of 20% pork because it just tastes like venison. It tastes like anything else that gets pork added to it. It tastes identical.
Yeah.
You don't taste
I get that for ground, like if you're doing it for like burgers and stuff, but I think for sauce, like for breakfast sausage, I think that pork is better. So when I've made it, I've mixed pork fat and bacon with the duck meat. And you grind it, and you're adding a ton of seasonings. And I'd honestly have to look them up again, what it is. But I made a ton of duck sausage one year. I know I brought some to Rob and Judy. And it's awesome. Like duck breakfast sausage is so good. Love it. I think I want to do that again
putting
this
a
year.
certain seasoning into breakfast sausage versus like normal sausage? Because I feel like it always has a very distinct taste.
Yeah, I mean, there's different seasoning packages, you know. And when I say
But what-
packages, I don't
what
mean like
is
the
it, though?
packet. I mean like what's in it. I don't know,
like
man. Like I'd have to
maple?
look it up
Yeah.
again.
Is
There's
it
maple for
maple?
sure.
Yeah.
There's maple, and some of them are different. You know, some of them have apple, like apple sausage.
Mm.
Like it's. I
But
think
it's
it's
not a breakfast deal.
apple sausage is a breakfast deal.
Is it?
Yeah, Judy makes us apple sausage all the time,
Yeah, but it's not like
with eggs and stuff.
but it's not like a breakfast sausage type of deal. Like you don't.
Oh, I
buy
thought it.
a-
I think
an
it
apple
was.
breakfast sausage.
Yeah, I do.
How do
Yeah.
you make? Quick question. What do you do with your sausage? Do you do patties? Do you links? What do you do?
I do patties.
Yeah.
But some people do links. I honestly just like it as the ground meat itself, and then I was just making it.
scramble.
Well, I was making it into patties and just putting it
Okay.
between like wax paper,
Hmm.
and that's how I was like just packaging it up, you know, and then vacuum seal it all into bags into like individual uncooked patties.
Sounds good.
Dude, I had the best breakfast sausage of my life. Our buddy Jake, he works for that guy,
Yeah.
makes the best processed game
Really?
I've ever had.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, they kill it up there.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I was like
Molnar.
losing my mind. I was losing my mind
Yeah.
how good it was.
Yeah.
It disappeared so quickly.
Fuck. I got to
That's
try it.
awesome.
I did 5 pounds of breakfast sausage, and this year I did 20. It was
Oh,
so
with your duck and goose.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Damn.
It was like not okay. It was
Yeah.
so good. Okay. My number 2. It was number 2. It's the classic. Shore lunch walleye.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rob
Yep.
kills it. It's so unhealthy.
Oh, it's
It is
good.
so good, dude.
So
I've had
good.
it so many times in my life.
Oh yeah.
Just some summertime walleyes. Oh, God.
Unbelievable.
Oh, God. Put a little Cajun on a couple of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Little shore lunch, buddy.
Cannot
Got some
go
shore
wrong.
lunch, buddy.
Some short lunch, bud, huh?
Yeah, short
Catch
lunch.
a couple eyes and make a little short
Fuck,
lunch.
bud. Let me tell you about some couple of eyes right off the shoreline.
Yeah.
I
shit.
love beer batter too, but that's even worse for you than shore lunch.
Yeah. Shore lunch is unbeatable, though.
Yeah.
3.
I'm kind of wishing I would have gone maybe for the duck poppers because I do have another steak that I like to make. I'll probably grill it more than I would cast iron it, but cast iron wild game, I don't know what it is.
It was phenomenal.
It just
yeah.
holds the flavor.
Traditional.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So-
it's just traditional.
Don't you ever cast iron your steaks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, me
Mhm.
too. Yeah, I cast iron steak.
But this one's on an elk. I'm not going to say backstrap. I'm not going to say tenderloin. I'm going to go for the sirloin, the rear quarter sirloin. There's only a couple. That is insane.
In a cast iron, just
in a cast iron, same
basted
way,
with
pretty
butter.
much, Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Sirloin steak. Most people go for the tenderloin. I mean that's unreal. It's
Where's the tenderloin?
God's gift of the earth. So it's like below the backstrap. So the backstrap runs along the spine.
So it's almost like the butt.
Nope.
'Kay.
Nope. So it's like inside the stomach, below,
Oh.
almost right below the backstraps on the inside. It takes zero use. It does absolutely nothing for an elk. So it's completely tender.
Oh, nice.
About a 700-pound elk, you have a tenderloin about that big, where your backstrap is
Huge.
4
huge.
feet.
Yeah.
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 So backstrap's really good. Tenderloin's insane, but the sirloin, undercover, low key, it's
Bussin'.
so good.
Yeah. Honorable mention, duck poppers.
Honorable mention. Although I love making duck poppers. They're
Yeah.
great for the people that you're not sure are gonna like duck.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're
Perfect.
like, have you ever had duck? No. Here, have this piece of bacon and cream cheese and jalapeno with a little bit of duck. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the bacon.
No shit.
That's the bacon and the cheese. But
Yeah.
those are good.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Number 3, Daddy.
All right, my number 3, I'm going to go with a weird one, but I love pickled northern.
Oh, no, that's not
I
weird.
love pickled northern.
That's not weird, dude. That's
Some people think it's weird,
that's
though.
fucking good.
Some people do think it's weird.
So
You like
good.
it, Carter?
No.
You don't like pickled
No.
northern. Bro,
not Minnesota.
Ricky Peepee used to make.
No, that's by far the best pickled northern I've ever had.
It inspired me.
There's an old
Like-
Vietnam vet up by my cabin. He would make pickled northern, and oh my god, his name is Ricky Peepee, and he was
Yeah.
so fucking good.
No, I
It
feel
was-
like
Pickled
I feel like
northern.
Rob gave us some at one point.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
we
yeah.
had like
No,
5
he would ma-
jars, and I
he would
like,
make jars of it,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Rob would be like, "Give it."
yeah.
Yeah. It was so good.
The pickling process is
Thorough.
Love it.
Yeah.
Ceviche.
Well, it
Yeah, dude.
melts
I
the
mean-
bones, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, pickled northern
crazy.
was it's just
Love it.
I love pickled northern.
I found a new way how to fillet a northern.
Did you?
That is crazy. Like you backstrap it.
Is it the 5? Like the 5 fillets or no?
You take the back straps off of a northern, and it's just like super long pieces of meat that are like 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick,
Mm.
no bones, and it tastes incredible.
Interesting.
It's so good. It doesn't have that fishy smell that a northern does. It's
Yeah.
life changing for me.
Yeah.
I'm like this. There's no way this is a northern.
Oh.
It was like a tougher walleye almost,
Hmm.
you know, but
Like
it
a
was
denser walleye.
a denser walleye. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes, it was so good.
That was good.
Okay,
I mostly like all fish, to be honest.
yeah, it's good. I hate getting bones stuck in my throat.
Oh yeah, when I
Hate
was a
it.
kid,
Oh yeah.
I got a bone lodged
Yeah, eat
sideways.
bread, Cal. Eat
in my
bread,
throat.
Cal.
Eat some bread.
Yeah.
Put some
Yeah.
more shit down your throat.
Bro, they took me to the hospital. I was having trouble breathing. We got to the hospital, and I had to sit in the fucking ER because I could still kind of breathe, with it in my throat. And
Eat more shit.
This will help, Cal. Right? Like,
yeah,
sorry.
by the time I got seen, I had passed this bone down my throat, and it just slid down my whole throat sideways. And when they did like the X-rays, they could see the two like scars on the inside of my throat where the bone had just slid its way the whole way down. I'm like, sick, dude. Glad we drove all the way here.
And there's the bread.
Waited.
I did that at
we
your
gave
house
him
once,
4
too.
pieces of bread.
Yep, I did that at your guys' house. I got
Yeah.
I got a goldfish stuck down my throat. Your mom's
Oh,
like,
no.
"You're fine. Just crumple up the white bread and swallow it.
Shove
But,
it
like,
down there.
Don't chew it. Just swallow it, Joey." I'm like,
I
"I'm
already-
dying.
I can't breathe.
I'm dying right
Yeah.
now. It's in my lungs." She's like, "It's not in your
Put some
lungs."
dirt on it.
my number 3, and I didn't have it until about like 4 or 5 years ago. It wasn't until I like helped all my friends start guiding quite a bit. But when you guide, people will bring snacks for everyone else in the blind.
Yeah.
And all these people, I was guiding it feet down for like 3 days straight, and they had so much antelope summer sausage, man. It by far the best summer sausage you've ever had in your life.
I've never had antelope.
Dude, it is so good. It like melts in your mouth. Like it's so soft and so tender. It's not like deer where you have to kind of like bite it to get it going. No, not chewy at all. It just instantly disintegrates in your mouth. And you're like, whoa.
Sounds amazing.
It's ridiculous. Carter's shaking his head, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You've had antelope? Your
Yeah.
dad shoot antelope?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He goes out there almost every year.
Wow.
Dude,
Got some
it's-
pronghorn in the freezer
Do you?
from a buddy.
Nice. Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
And I had one steak from a pronghorn. It was really good.
It was
Same
really
thing.
good.
Same deal.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You like pronghorn?
Yeah, it's good. Colorado's a little unique though, I think, where you can get with those field animal, like field mammal, like pronghorn, mule deers, they eat a lot of sage, and so it reflects.
So it's different.
You definitely taste it,
Yeah.
and it's not a bad taste, but it's sage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, if I can remember right, I think he shot in, I could be totally wrong. He either shot in Montana, Oregon, or Washington.
Okay.
And I don't know.
It was in the Pacific Northwest. They probably weren't super sagey. Montana maybe, but regardless, they're still really good.
Oh my
Just,
god,
it's
it was nuts. Which is crazy because they're like the fastest mammal, right?
really, really fast. Really.
Don't they
wily.
shoot pronghorn in like New Mexico and
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of sage down there too.
Where does your dad go?
Right on the border of Montana and South Dakota.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Sounds
dope.
good. Well, those are some good choices.
No doubt, man.
Some really good.
If you want to, you can vote for who you think was the winner of the draft. It'll be put up on an Instagram story next week. Well, it'll be
This
I just,
week,
I
when
just
it comes
have
out
steak.
this
Yep.
day.
All mine
Mike
were
is like
steaks.
steak.
yeah. Yeah.
There's a
Well,
couple
you
of those
literally
guys out
started
there.
out saying you're pissed off at people that get a trout at steakhouse. So we knew what you were about.
Right. About
Yeah.
the steak.